Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Tamandeep and we are continuing with our finance series. So today we are going to discuss two very important questions. Is trading gambling and should we leave trading to the professionals? Right. Let's start with the first question. Is trading gambling? So both gambling and trading carry risk. Both of them also have luck factor. Anyone who says otherwise is lying. Trading also has luck factor in it. So should be equivalent, right? See, in gambling, let's say blackjack, everyone knows that we need to hold on 17 and hit till 16, right? Everyone knows that. Did you know that? You didn't, eh? Anyhow, so beyond that piece of information, hit on 16, hold on 17. Everything else is complete luck. Nothing else you can do, right? Except for counting cards, but let's not talk about that. It still hurts. Anyhow, but in trading, you can mitigate this risk factor. The more you study about finance, the more you research the company before buying stocks, the lesser the risk becomes. And mind you, risk becomes less, but the risk is never completely removed from the equation. There will always be certain risk. So I say no, trading is not gambling, right? So now that that's done, let's come to the bigger question. Should we leave it to professionals? We discussed it in a bit in last video as well. So in that we knew that we don't need professionals for trading. Individual traders can also be very successful. But should we just leave it to professional, right? We won't have to study. It's less effort, and they, as we said, that study is important, and they have finance degrees, right? So they might be better at trading than us. They probably are better at trading than us. So why don't let's leave it to them? Right. But being a professional who also has its cons. So let's discuss a bit about that. Right. So professional investors have these three restrictions on them. They need to explain their every decision to their bosses and clients. You see, this maintains a standard of a investment firm that it delivers to its client. It sounds good, but it actually restrains an investor from its creativity. It hampers it. So next, they are judged on their quarterly performance. So every 3 months, they are set to explain their performance. It might be good, it might be bad. So it kind of demotivates them from buying good long-term investment stocks, right? And I say you should prefer long-term investment stocks. And third, there are restrictions on investment. You see, in most of these companies, financial firms, they give you a list of stocks, and you are only allowed to buy from them, right? So in a way, they are handicapping their own investors and restricting them from making creative and innovative decisions which would lead to high profitability. That also reduces risk, but profit is also reduced significantly. Whereas as an individual investor, you don't have such restrictions on them. Okay. So, and most of the words that they throw around you, whenever you approach them as a client, most of the things that they say are just marketing strategies. Ever heard the word growth industry? So, those who don't know, growth industry means an industry that is growing more than the overall economy around you. Right. It might be related to a country, it might be related to all over world. So, example of growth industry can be air travel, right? Air travel. Now people are traveling by air more than ever. World is becoming shorter day by day, right? So it is a fact that air travel is a growth industry. So why don't we just buy a few air travel agency stocks and we'll earn profit from them? So have you ever heard the name of Go Air or Jet Airways? These companies completely collapsed in last few years. despite of being in a growth industry. You see, these terms are just a small part of a bigger picture. So we need to avoid such terms and we need to think for ourselves whenever we invest. So coming back to our question, should we leave it to professionals? See, both have its pros and cons. If you are willing to put in time and willing to study, you will make more money by investing it yourself. Not only it will remove the cut that professional investors will take, you can also make more money than professional investors because you don't have those restrictions on them. But I say you make your own decision. Not everyone has the time to study and invest. So that is decision is up to you. But I have laid down all the facts for you. If you decide to be an individual investor, then stay tuned. Soon we will deep dive into stock picking and how to know what stocks will give us profit. So stay tuned. Bye.